in the court in 40 days, less than 40 days. And the person sitting in the White House, Donald Trump, has promised to appoint someone who will eliminate the right to an abortion in America, in the United States of America. We are to be like a really bad third world country. Now, I need to remind people, because sometimes we're not reflective. We just don't think this stuff out. And particularly when we've had certain rights for nearly 50 years, we're not aware of what might happen. About 3 weeks ago, a young woman at one of the prestigious colleges, I'll leave it at that, you decide which one it was, her boyfriend, a friend of mine, associate of mine, maybe I'm a mentor to him, he told me that she was pregnant. And of course, being the age I am, I went like this. How could something like that happen? And he said he saw the reflections of shock on my face and in my brain probably, and he said it was a mistake. And I said, oh. And then he said, almost casually, we're going to fix it at the hospital tomorrow afternoon. And I will see that it never happens again. So she had an abortion, and 2 days later she told me everything went well and life's back to normal. And she also said she would go see a shrink and make sure that not only was her body going to be okay, but hopefully her mind was. And I suggest that she take him with her, because they got pregnant together. Maybe they need to get out of the pregnancy together. Now, can you imagine that Mr. Trump has appointed an ultra right-wing person to be a justice on the Supreme Court, and the Republicans have gotten together and let this go through, and the person is there for 30 years, maybe more. They're going to appoint a 40-year-old. And when this young woman shows up to have her abortion, she's going to be told it's illegal. You must bring this child into the world. Not the fetus, but turn it into a baby and bring the baby into the world, you 19-year-old. That's what she is. With your 20-year-old male friend who doesn't plan to marry you. Or maybe he will marry you. And both of your lives will be turned upside down, as will your families. So I tell this to people who are not pro-choice. Are you going to help with the child? Are you going to help as her life totally changes, and hopefully his too? Are you going to get involved, or are you going to just be sanctimonious, pompous, making someone else's life different? This is what Mr. Trump wants to do with his next Supreme Court justice appointment. And he'll try it on voting rights. He'll try it on civil rights. He'll try it on affirmative action. He'll try it on gay rights. Are you listening? You or your son or your nephew or your daughter or your next door neighbor or your girlfriend are about to go into a state of pain if this goes through. Stay tuned and be ready to help. Collins of Maine and others can put a stop to this. And we are going to need to get involved, because our daughter, our niece, our sister, maybe even our mother may need to have the right to do what they want with their body.